Hi, I'm Esquivias, and I'll be doing some commentary on my This Is Why part. Let's get started. Alright, start off with a kickflip through the wall. I thought that would be pretty artsy. I saw that on the side of the road when we were in LA. Ollie the roof gap. I really enjoyed that spot because it was right around the corner from my old neighborhood, Castle Cary. And it was really terrifying when trying to do it. And that was the second time I visited that spot because I wanted a different camera angle, and the first time we filmed it, it didn't justify it. Rolling up to quad. Ghost nollie backside flip. Did it again for the buttery clip angle. I like that clip because it was Robert, Geek A, and I that were skating it at that time, and we all got each other's backs. Switch inward heel into the ditch. The 2 years I was filming for my part, I always felt rushed when trying to film for a clip. I was always on a time crisis, whether it was I had to be at home at a certain time to do some yard work, or just go to work, filming early in the morning before I had to clock in, and it was hectic, but I got that switch inward heel just in time before I had to go work with my dad. 50-50 Davis. That was difficult. It was raining that day. Front pop on the roof gap. That was on a really difficult day. I was going through a tough time, and I'll get back to that. Ooh, nose pick on the green slope spot. I used to call that the no spot because there was an old lady. Every time I climbed on the fence, she would always tell us not to skate it. She would, no, you're not gonna skate it. No. I'm sorry, ma'am. This is the last time I'm gonna be here, and once I do this, I'll never come again. And her husband came out a few times to try to kick us out. I fell. I got stuck on a crack and I fell and I scraped up my whole side. And after 2 weeks, it healed up. I got my tattoo right after I healed from that injury. Now I backside flip again for the 20th time on that spot. It was New Year's Eve when I got it that night. Now I flip. Now inward heel, front nose to fakie. That was fun. Back 180. Tray flip down the roof slope. Switch pop shove. I had a better one, but it was on a camera on another camera we had. Unfortunately, that camera was stolen out of my car when I think I pressed my key fob in my pocket somehow, and it popped open the trunk or the car, and someone got in, and that was a tragedy because there was a few social security cards that were stolen that day, 2 cameras that were stolen. The person that stole my wallet came up on some good amount of money, EBT, a whole bunch of gift cards, and I bet they were balling after that. Vegas, no side. That was a good time. Stayed up, stayed up a whole day. Filmed all day. Nollie big spin. Did it twice. That line to quad was, like I said, that was on the same day where I had a difficult time when I did the front pop on the roof gap. Girlfriend at the time broke up with me. Came back to Bakersfield from LA as fast as I can. and just stacked clips, had a good time, and that was my way of coping. Drop in on the McDonald's sign, that was very difficult. There's a bolt in the middle of the drop in, and you only have so much time. Right when you drop in, you have to pop immediately. And if you don't do that right, then you can probably sack it on the fence below or just rib it. (50-50) on Sacramento ledge. That was pretty cool. That was scary at the same time. That was a death drop. On the other side, there's a pretty good drop. I was afraid of messing up. Cape flip front board of fakie. I was really motivated by a movie Chris, Jeremy, and I saw the night before. It was The Equalizer. That movie got me so pumped up. I said to myself, I'm gonna go kickflip front board of fakie on the Sears rail. And the next day, I went there with Chris and Jeremy and a brand new Baco board. And within tries, right when we got there, I was doing it, and I cracked my board, and I did it. Not only that, but Chris left his SD card at home, so we went to the nearest store we could find, and I bought a new SD card, and we went to that spot, and I got it within 10 minutes. Fakie tray down the roof slope. I actually like that spot because that's downtown Bakersfield. The angle in which that was filmed does not justify how scary that spot or gnarly it is, because if you mess up, you can fall stories or your board will fall and it'd be hard to get it back. Blunt. No comply. Ugh. Switch from big spin. Boneless pull tap. Boneless pull tap. I really like that clip because I wanted to come up with a line to that 8 stair downtown, and I didn't know what to do on the pole or on the stair set, and the first thing that came to mind was just to do a boneless pull tap. And Justin was on the side. You could see him in the background. He actually suggested it too, and Mowgli did too. And it's funny because there would be plenty of times where I go to a spot and I think of a trick, and then the person right next to me is, hey, you should try this. They just know my way of skating, and they suggested that, and I tried it. Front pop, varial, heel flip on standards 9. That was pretty cool. That was my last attempt. I had hit a wall and it sounded the alarm off there, and so I only had a few tries to do it, and the last try I tried, I got it. Big spin, big flip, nollie big heel, front board 270. The front board 270, that was right after Spongy did a front pop, back 50. I got his back. Good day. Stacked clips that day, and it was a good time. That's the commentary for my This Is Why part. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Subscribe to Mowgli's channel. Enjoy.